All right. High quality transition effects. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Cross-Eyed Texan. I hope everybody's having a great Thursday morning. I'm going to show you the shirt I'm wearing today. I've decided to show you all this. It is my shirt from We the People Hosters. Actually, this channel got started out as a gun channel, and I discovered very quickly that to do a gun channel costs a lot of money, and I don't have any sponsors. And speaking of the channel, we are up to 252 subscribers. Thank you guys very much. That makes me feel great. I'm happier than a tornado in a trailer park. You just couldn't believe it. Well, as I promised in my short yesterday, we're going to be taking a look at this particular shaving cream. I was going through my list on Amazon the other day, and I saw that this had been on there for 13 months. I wanted some of this when I first started wet shaving, and I never bought any. Excuse me while I fill up my sink. And I decided 13 months was long enough to wait, so I went ahead and bought some. We're going to put some hot water in the sink. It's kind of cold here in Dallas. But let's take this off. It'll work better started. But this stuff smells like marzipan. What it reminds me of. It's like almond and cherry, so it's not just almond. But it smells amazing. Here are the players in today's game. Alright, it's a brush I haven't been using much lately. This is the Atomic Rocket from PAA. Hang on, I'm about to move stuff around here. It's not an earthquake. Speaking of earthquakes, we had an earthquake here in Texas the other day. It was about 300 or 400 miles from Dallas, Fort Worth. We felt tremors all the way out here. I didn't feel nothing. I was passed out. I had a headache from Hades yesterday. I didn't feel nothing. Okay, we are going to be using the Gillette DuraSharps for the shave. Showed you the brush and showing the razor a little bit of love, but I don't show that much love. This is the Live razor from, and it just escapes me right now. West Coast Shaving. West Coast Shaving. So I like this. Here's something you can do with Taylor of Old Bond Street that you can't do with other shaving soaps. I'm going to take some of this. I'm going to put some right there. Put some right there. I'll put some right there. A little bit right there. This is almost like a facial cream. If you've never used Taylor of Old Bond Street, or you hear some people call it Tops, if you've never used it, it's a lot like a facial cream. It has that consistency. So we're going to wet this brush here. And it's just slicker than a politician. Shake off some of the water and watch this. I think this stuff would be good for some of the ladies who watch the channel. All one of you. Because you can put this in various places on your gams and then just hit it with a wet brush. And it'll lather up like this. And they make it in all kind of scents. I mean, they make it in coconut, which I don't have. They make it in rose and all sorts of stuff. But this one out here smells good. It's making me want some cookies. For the shower, I had a... Oh, I wanted to show you all this real quick. This is not worth doing a separate video on, but I still wanted to show you this. I picked this up from Amazon for like $5. I saw a commercial where they were talking about this Manscaped nonsense, and they wanted like 20 bucks for one of these, and I'm not doing that. I was born at night, but it wasn't last night. But this is great. It's soft, but still abrasive enough to clear off your skin. It's a wonderful thing. All right, so let's get this shave going. I've already got the blade loaded. I try to do all that stuff before I start recording because it's just, y'all people got stuff to do. I want you to watch my videos, but you know, you got better things to do. But I appreciate you guys. Ooh. Yeah, this West Coast shaving brawny is what I meant to say. If I misspoke earlier, it's the brawny. It's pretty dang sharp. And that's a razor rock handle I have on it, so. Taylor of Old Bond Street is just so smooth. Let's get some of that hair out of the way. And the Gillette Perma-Sharp blades. If I had to pick one blade, that would be it. They're just phenomenal. I haven't had a stinker in the whole bunch, man. Every once in a while, even with your favorite blades, you'll get one that just isn't right. So far, I haven't done that. I've decided to kind of go on a Tobbs kick because I only have one or two. As you can see back there, I've got a bunch of, not a bunch, but I've got a fair amount of sterling. But I like Tobbs. I think next up is going to be tobacco leaf. I want to try some of that. One pass down. Man, for $15, $20, if you don't have one of these heads from West Coast Shaving, you owe it to yourself to get one. And forgive me, my eyes are bothering me this morning. Lately, I've been having really dry eyes because of the heat and the dry heat in the house, and I've been having to take eye drops, and I probably should have done that before I started this video. Here's something cool you can do with Tobbs. It leaves enough residual slickness that you can go back over places. But that's enough. We're not doing that too far. So we do it again. A little bit right there, a little bit right there, a little bit right there. And with this stuff, a little bit goes a long way. So bear that in mind. But I tend to use more soap than I need because I have more soap than I need. And for my second pass, okay, it doesn't taste like almonds. For my second pass, I put on more lather than I do for the first pass. I realize some people may do it different. But when I'm going against the grain, I want as much cushion as I can get. And this brush right here, this is my favorite brush to use for Taylor of Old Bond Street. Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements has some good synthetic brushes, and they're all about 20 bucks, man. I need to get me another one. I only have 7 or 8 shaving brushes. I need one more. Yeah. All right. Yep, definitely does not taste like almonds. And you will most likely need to wipe your hands off before you pick up your razor with Tobbs. This stuff is slick. I can't believe I've got 252 subscribers. That's crazy. Yeah, this channel originally started out as a gun channel. In fact, if you go down and look in some of my videos, you'll see one of the last holster reviews I did, and it was for this company whose shirt that I'm wearing, We the People Holsters. But I discovered very quickly that content would get monotonous unless you got Smith & Wesson or Glock or somebody giving you ammo to go out and shoot. And we'll leave that to Don Porter and Hickok 45. And I'll stick with something I actually can afford to run a channel with, and that's shaving. But I'm still a Second Amendment advocate. I've had my license to carry a gun since 2016, I believe. I don't have one to carry anymore because things got really hard and I had to sell it, but eventually I'll get it back. Eventually. But in the meantime, I'll hang out with you guys and shave. And practice looking sharp. Man, this is a great razor. It is fairly aggressive. I'm going to talk about the Stink Pretty that I'm going to wear today, the cologne I'm going to wear today. It's from a company called Pharmacy. And I've been thinking about Pharmacy, what kind of liken Pharmacy to. To me, they're like a modern day version of Avon. And I remember my mother having Avon parties. And y'all remember those men's fragrances that come in those little cars? Those were so cool. But in doing some research on Avon, they actually made some very good men's fragrances. And I think they still do. And so does Pharmacy. But we're going to talk about that here in just a second. See, I like to smell good, but I don't want to spend $200 or $300 to do it. Number one, I don't have $200 or $300 to blow on stuff like that. Speaking for me and myself, I'd rather spend 40, 50, maybe $100 at the most, and take the rest of that money and find somebody who maybe needs some groceries. Find somebody who I could take out to dinner, or somebody I could bless with that. You know, somebody who needs a new pair of shoes or something like that. If that's just me, I want to bless somebody. I mean, if you guys want to buy me some Creed, drop a couple $100 on that, I'll send you my address on an email. You can send that stuff straight on. I ain't turning that down. You know what? I think oh, can you hear that? That sounds like it hurts, don't it? Someone told me I giggle too much and that I should act my age. And I said, well, I don't know how to act my age. I've never been this old before. You know what? That, ladies and germs, is done. 2-pass shave. Taylor of Old Bond Street Almond. Get you some of this. I got this for less than $20 from good old Amazon. Let's put on a little aftershave because it did get a little rough around here from the chin. I noticed my little mole right there is too scared to grow back after I shaved it off in one of the videos. I tried some of those Wilkinson sword blades and just shaved that sucker off. It bled for like an hour. It looked like I got shot in the chin. Man, sometimes there's nothing like a good shave. I love to sit and shave. When I'm not doing shaves on camera, I will sit in here and I will listen to one of my favorite Bible teachers. This is what I use for the aftershave. You can't beat this. I don't care how much money you spend. You cannot beat this stuff. I love it. That's why it stays out on my counter. All right, so after I turn this camera, I got to stop scratching my nose on camera. I've been noticing that, but I don't care. My nose itches. So after I get out of here, this is the cologne that I'm going to be wearing. And I do have a review for this, and I will leave a link in the description for both the video I did on this and where to pick it up. One of my favorite things about about this stuff is not only the smell, as I get to support small businesses. And whenever I get a chance to do that, I do that. Amazon's great and wonderful, but man, we need to support the small business and the entrepreneurs who are out here in our community and keep that money close to home. Thank you guys for the 252 subscribers. I can't believe it. I encourage you, man, spend some time being a blessing to somebody else today. You don't know how much that holding the door open or helping somebody with something heavy is going to bless them. It could be the change that somebody needs. So, you know, be the change you want to see in the world. If you think everybody's too grouchy, be nice. Be a blessing to somebody. God bless you, and thank you once again for all the new subscribers. And we're going to be coming back with a fragrance review in the next couple days as soon as it gets here in the mail, and I can't wait. It's another product from Pharmacy. It's a tobacco, cardamom, heavy fragrance. And I can't wait to get it because I only got one of those type of fragrances. Anyway, God bless you guys. Go be awesome.